Hey guys, this is Mark from Park Florida's RC Hobbies and Toys in Lakewood, New Jersey. Today we're looking at the Team Associated Pro4 four-wheel drive short course truck that was just released for 2021. This is a special car. It is unbelievable. It handles incredible, it jumps incredible, and it is just one of the most well-built four-wheel drive short course trucks on the market today. And the cool thing about it is it's $319.99. It's relatively inexpensive when you compare it to other brands. If you would compare this to the Slash Ultimate, it's a lot cheaper. The Slash Ultimate is $550, and it has similar features to this, which is front and rear roll bars. The Slash has a really powerful brushless motor, four-wheel drive, low center of gravity chassis, just like this. The Slash has GTR thick, high volume shocks, just like this. So this really competes with cars that are a lot more expensive. A couple things I wanted to note. What makes this kit special is a few things. The power of this motor is simply incredible. It's a 3300 kV brushless motor, 60 amp speed control. From what I know, these are both made by Hobbywing. You have, like I said before, front and rear sway bars that really help in the handling. A cool thing that really is, when you're driving the car, is incredible, is it has front and rear lights. The rear lights are lit up in red with mud flaps, by the way, and then the front lights are white. You have them in the front. It really makes the car look, it basically allows you to recognize the orientation, the front and the rear. You got white in the front, red in the rear. And when you're driving it on a track, it really helps to know which direction the car is in. If the car gets far away from you, it's really good. One of the things I was really surprised is how well this jumps. When you take a jump, I would say almost every time it's going to just jump completely flat and level in the air. Absolutely a dream to jump. It lands great every time. When I'm racing my friends on a private track that we run at in Brick Township, every time I jump, I'm like one of the smoothest jumpers on the track. Everybody else has different branded cars, but I'm really smooth on the jumps. Now, this is, we're going to name this video Stage 1 as far as upgrading the Pro4. The first upgrade I want to mention that you definitely want to do is Duratrax makes a C2 class tire and rim. It's a 6-pack series and they're SC. And it has a really good tread. It's good for loose and hard pack tracks alike. And it has a 17 millimeter hub. And for this, we're also using the Integy 17 millimeter expansion set. So with the Duratrax wheel and the 17 millimeter hub, we think it's a really nice upgrade. My performance definitely went up over the stock tires. That is the only thing I didn't like about the kit, was the stock tires are really meant for asphalt only. On dirt, they're not going to give you any traction. The other upgrade that not a lot of people know about is you still can get the Senton 6S short course body. It fits exactly on this car with no cutting. So all you have to do is buy this body, and it's pre-cut. And this, normally I never mention that a body would enhance the performance of an RC car. And I have to tell you without any question that this body, without any reservation, I'll tell you it enhances the performance tremendously. The first thing is it has hole cutouts in the front that prevent parachuting, especially from the front of the car, where cars sometimes lift up. If you're going a high speed, especially over 40 miles an hour, the car starts to parachute. So not only does it have air vents going forward, it has a little dam here that the air would push against and actually keep the car down while air is coming under it. So that's a dual function right there. Then you have in the back, you have vents, multiple vents in the back for air to come out as well. This is an optional rear clear wing that fits right in the car. I think it's like $12. The body itself, by the retails for $69.99. I know it sounds expensive, but not only does it look good, I mean, it looks so good. I think this is, I have to tell you, my opinion is, and everybody that sees it says this is the hottest short course body you can buy. It's worth the 70 bucks. The other thing that a lot of people don't know is this is an extra thick material. So it's not as thin as a regular body. It's much thicker. It's going to last longer. There's not one crack on this. I probably have about 25 hardcore runs doing jumps on a very nice track, and a big track actually. And nothing broke on it so far. Maybe just a couple stickers got scratched. but the body itself is intact. The wing definitely helps keep the back down at high speeds. And this thing, especially with the cover on, jumps like a dream. So we're gonna call this stage 1 upgrade for the Team Associated Pro4 4-wheel drive short course truck. Now we sell it in the shop. You can order it online from our website, or you can call us at the 1-800-470-8932 and order one of these. We have them always in stock. We also have parts and upgrades. You could also text Mark at 732-539-8002 if you have questions about the truck. Now, one thing I'm going to mention, when I am racing at the track, sometimes if we're up to the 8th lap, this motor gets really, really hot. And it actually will do a thermal shutdown. Now, without changing the gear, I'm using the stock gearing, stock motor, and speed control. Just on a 3S, it's definitely going to thermal shutdown if you run it excessively, especially in hot weather. I did add an Integy fan, a simple fan, a single fan, and it definitely took the temperatures down by about 15 degrees, so it prevented thermal shutdown. I plan on taking that a step further, and I'm gonna actually install the Hobbywing Easy Run Max 10 SCT speed control. This is 120 amp speed control. It's gonna run, I pretty much know it's gonna run a lot cooler than the stock 60 amp speed control. This is a really good speed control. You can use a programming card to program the parameters of it and get more performance and tune it. But we're actually gonna put this in the car, and we're gonna see how much the temperatures drop on the speed control and the motor. When we measured the motor running on the 8th lap, the motor was without the fan, the motor was about 180 degrees, which is definitely hotter than you want to run a motor. If I keep doing that, I'm definitely going to sustain damage to the motor over time. The bearings are going to end up failing, and the windings in the motor are probably going to come undone. So that's not a good idea. And I don't want to change my gearing. I don't want to sacrifice my performance. So the logical step up is doing a better, higher capacity speed control with a high flow connector like an XT90. You're definitely going to get much more flow than the stock Dean's plug that's on there. So yeah, that's going to be covered in the stage 2 video. Please definitely stay tuned for that. One other feature that people overlook is the Team Associated cars are coming with these chassis covers, and they basically cover the electronics over here. And it does work, because I opened up the gearbox to check the gears. Literally after 20 runs, I thought it was going to be sandy in there. There was not one speck of sand in the gearbox. And I can't say that for Traxxas cars. They're short course trucks. After 2 or 3 runs, you get a lot of dirt in there. So I don't know if it has all to do with the cover. It's probably some to do with it, because we run in sandy conditions. You see there is sand getting in there a little bit, but like I said, I opened up the gearbox and it was completely clean. Another thing we're going to discuss in the stage 2 upgrade is how to get more performance out of the truck. Changing the settings, the whole settings on the shocks, on the A-arms and on the shock towers. I have a secret recipe that will make your car drive probably twice as good, take a corner twice as fast. They do work. Another thing I'm going to speak about in the stage 2 video is setting up your camber settings for front and rear tires. That also makes a huge difference. And like I said, that's going to be covered in the next video that we do on this. But overall, I highly recommend this car. At $320, I think it's one of the best deals, price-performance ratio in the RC hobby right now. They are much more durable than any Arrma car. They perform better than Arrma. The parts need very little maintenance. They're much more durable than Arrma cars, especially the gearboxes and the bearings and the motors. We have no failures. Really good car. I cannot speak highly enough about it. Again, please, if you can, like the video, give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing a lot more updates going forward. We're now dedicated to putting a lot more videos out on YouTube. People are asking us and begging us for videos because they want to know about the cars that we sell. And just on the record, I'm not going to make a video on anything that I wouldn't personally buy myself. So I'm not here to push stuff that is mediocre. If I'm doing a video on it, that means it's above average. And this car is one of my favorite short course trucks. Take my word, take my advice. Go out and get one of these if you have the money. This is going to perform a lot better than anything in its price class from any other brand. I will guarantee it. I'll put my name on it. And if you want this cover, we have the Centon covers in stock. Like I said, they do perform better, and they definitely enhance the performance of the car, especially on the track when running at high speeds. All right, guys, hope you liked the video. We'll see you on the next one.